that. Make it so that you can be part of the whole thing or whatever.
It. Yeah, something that I was like thinking about the other day about starting to share my voice, and so I used to be like in a lot of like Geo's parties like back in the day and stuff like that, and then people were saying, "Oh, no one can hear you." Um, but like a weird thing happened the other day. Earlier, I was on playing with Vortex, and I accidentally muted Hanneman. Do you know Hanneman from Talk?
Oh yeah.
It's not Hanneman as in like the UK Hanneman. It's like the guy who makes like the ovals and stuff.
Mhm.
And I didn't mute him intentionally. Like, and I didn't like press the button to mute him, but like I was like, why can't I hear him? And I don't know. I think there's some like crazy settings on like the floor or something, or on like I'm not too sure like how it works, but yeah, I had to apologize to him, like, you know. But yeah, man, I'm gutted that I can't play your list, man. We'll have
Well, you never know.
to
Maybe
rehost it or something.
Ford's list will
Can
finish
you?
up early.
Yeah,
I'm
can
streaming right now if you
you?
want to watch it.
Yeah, but
I'll send you.
I'll give you a sub. Um, but yeah, I was like thinking maybe it would be a cool thing
That's what
to.
I do when I can't do other people's lists for whatever reason, like I can't get in, or I'll just drop in on their stream and fucking watch it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wonder if there's a way that Nanou can just share the playlist and then I'll just like
Oh yeah, I got it.
rehost it sometime.
I got the link right here. I'll send that to you too.
Yeah, cool. We'll have to work something out, and I'll just like rehost it. Like, I'm probably not gonna host this weekend, like regular time stuff. But yeah, cool. Yeah, 'cause I like doing all like your ovals and stuff like that, man. Like, so
I just
what have
updated
you
them.
got in your list? What have you got in your list tonight?
They've got Enigma Speedway, the Duneverse Ramp Buggy version, where there's like a walking section in the middle. It's gonna be really fun. There's like
Yeah,
for the
I know.
people with Duneverse Ramp Buggies. There's this one called PH Speedway that's got like these. It's basically an oval with like some elevation changes in the straightaways and some chicanes. And Hangar 13 is a death match. It's kind of in like a hangar, like a military hangar type thing. The Lincoln Roval is another Doom vs. Ramp Buggy one where you're kind of getting ramped and stuff.
Nice.
We got Douche Mega Ramp, the one I made for Bod's birthday. Mostly dirt.
Douche.
Mostly dirt. That was an old one from back in the day. The one with it's
What's
just
your?
that dirt oval that you. I think that was you prompted that. You wanted dirt
Yeah.
ovals,
I like that. I'll have to host that again, man.
and
What's
then
what's your YouTube name, man?
I just sent it to you on. I think I sent it to you on PSN.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
See if I can find that. Yeah, I've got like my notifications. Oh yeah, I've seen it now.
If you've got the mobile app, that's the best way to get it pulled up.
Right, sweet.
Should be a
What
pretty fun list.
No.
I got this
Oh
death
yeah,
match.
I think I found it.
Got this death match called Junkyard that's got a Ukrainian flag on it. It's pretty dope.
No, nice. You've got a good turnout on your. At least I'm watching the thing now. I mean, so yeah, I think I should be able to jump in on sometime.
Yeah, Nano's lists usually run kind of long, so you'll probably be able to get in. And they're probably gonna run the death matches for 10 minutes too, and there's a couple death matches in there. I was kind of worried when she said she was going to do all my stuff. I'm like, do I even have enough stuff for for her to be playing? And then
Oh man,
apparently I
like
do.
something happened to me the other day, and just like not really like a random guy, but like one of the perf guys, just like was just doing a playlist of my stuff, and I was just like, this is mental. Like I couldn't imagine someone doing a playlist of my jobs, and like without like telling me, and I like just sent them like this really like emotional like grateful message, just being like, that's like the coolest thing that I've like ever seen, and like thank you so much for doing this, and they were just like, oh yeah, your jobs are amazing, your jobs are amazing, and I was just kind of thinking to myself,
Liked.
Thanks for
you
the
know,
like, Bradley.
I've say that again, sorry.
I'm
Oh
streaming right
yeah,
now. I
sorry,
was talking
sorry.
to Bradley.
Apologies, apologies. But yeah, man, like this guy was sending me these like doing a playlist of my jobs, and it's like such a bizarre feeling to have, you know. And but it is cool, like you know, I appreciate it, like you know, um, I don't know, man. Like some of these jobs that I've made, I've even forgot that I've made like half my creations, you know. It's only really the stuff on the five that I really kind of post myself, you know.
Yeah, I want to make more stuff on the 5. I want to make another Roval road course, or just a road course in general.
Yeah, yeah. They're so hard. They're so hard. I mean, I've been on like share plays with. I've been on share plays with. What's
What's
his
up, Stone?
name? Hey man. Um.
It's the Shiza douche. The Continuum Transfunctional. How's it
Hey
going, man?
man. How's it going?
Hello. How's it going? So dismissive. 9. You don't have to be rude. Bards are not here.
Yeah, I'm alright, man. Yeah, it's been a long time. No, I'm from Wales, but at least you didn't say I was from England. But yeah, no, just joining Ford's list tonight. So haven't really, well, didn't really play much of his list. So it's been kind of cool to play other people's stuff and all that, you know. So have you got any feedback about my attempt to make a stunt?
Well, then you're the perfect person to ask because you're the most critical.
Yeah, because I don't.
Well, you kind of
Yeah,
do,
no,
though,
I'm
because you
not.
need to
Well, that's the
know. You
thing.
need feedback. You need info.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to work out like you know what to do with them and stuff, and kind of need some pointers.
You can. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's kind of hard to put it any other way because it doesn't fit with any other grid style. All right. Yeah. Thank you for saying that because the stream gets all messed up. Katie, what are you doing? Well, I kind of put the microphone together myself, and it's kind of depending on how I. Oh, okay. Let me turn it down then. You know you have the ability to turn me down on your thing, right? Am I distorting? Alright, give me a moment.
Yeah, so about that stunt, so Benno taught me how to make the spirals, and that, and that's all I really know, to be honest with you, and I just applied it to like the kind of stuff that I made, and the second, I don't
Better
know,
now?
like I just didn't know if it like if it's actually any good or what, like you know, it's like I got a feeling. I think that the first job might have been better than the second one, but yeah. Yeah.
It just ran over Nanou.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, I'm totally with that. So yeah, I try and, you know,
I love this joke.
so so yeah, I try and encourage like new creators to kind of think like that. You know, I think it's just like, you know, just make what you feel comfortable with, and the more you do it, and the more you start observing other people's creations, the best you kind of, the better you kind of get at it. Yeah.
There we go.
And
Yeah. So
yeah,
nerve-wracking.
no problem, man.
I took out Katie. Oh, whoops. Help. Help. Ooh, they tried to run me over. I I could have ran you over too. I had you dead to right. No!
Yeah, no, so as I was saying, like, so I just try and encourage the new creators just to kind of like follow that type of advice, basically, that you've just kind of like given to me, like, you know, it's, yeah, I just think it's like, just, I think it's a good idea to do your own thing, and, like, to be honest with you, like, I get more inspired by, like, the newer creators than I do. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Watch
Yeah,
out!
yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, so I get like more inspired by uh like the newer people because they bring something new to the table. So I've been playing this guy called Kobo, and he does this same kind of thing that I make, like super trucks and all the rest of it. And it's just seeing something fresh that I've never seen
Ugh.
before. It's well, I'm always yeah, I just like I like seeing new things and new ideas that people come up with, and the you know, it's I think that is basically where I'm kind of at with it really at the moment, you know. But yeah, that's um yeah, I'll probably think about it like a little bit more. Um,
GG's. Let's go! Yep. They're all my races today. It's a showcase. Yep.
yeah, go ahead.
If you go now, you might be able to make it back in time. We have people joining, so you'll got at least 2 or 3 minutes. What do you think of that hot ring Hellfire?
Ah, it's nice, man.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
liking it.
Yeah, so in that, I think we were talking about this the other day. So the flaps on the roof are like basically like stabilization if the vehicle, so in real life, to stop it from like sort of taking off like an airplane wing.
Yep.
It's
When
not
they
like
flip
an
around.
actual brake. Yeah, because if you think about it, if you go in like if you go in like say I don't know what's the top speed of NASCAR these
Oh, they
days?
go pretty fucking fast. I think it's like 200
Is
miles an
it?
hour.
Is it? Yeah, because I know it like it was. I think it was faster in the 80s than it is like today.
Yep.
But yeah, so they used to go like when a vehicle is traveling so fast and it hits the side, it will just act like an airplane wing, and there's all that footage in the 80s of vehicles just basically just landing in the stands and things like that. So and the air brake on this is to stay like to keep the downforce like when you're going on the side.
The new hot
The
rink.
yeah, the Hellfires. Like it has that but like some of the NASCAR crews that I've been in, they were like elaborating it to me, and Itchy mentioned it to me yesterday, and so it's not actually like a brake. It's just like when you're going sideways, it's supposed to like keep you like force the car down instead of you. And I'm talking in real life now, then like flying off into the stands or whatever. But yeah, so it's like a little like technical inaccuracy that Rockstar have made there.
Well, I think they did
But
it on purpose.
apart from apart from that, I really do like the car though, and I'm glad there's 3 of them. I
The
like
new car.
the Hellfire. It seems okay to me. Do you? The only NASCAR that there was the Gauntlet Hellfire Classic, which is basically the 70s NASCAR. That I think it was the Thunderbird, that Daytona, and that actually got removed from Creator, and I just wish you could like make some ovals for that. You know, I'd love to make an oval for that old school thing, you know, and unfortunately they removed it. And also, and they removed that vehicle that what's it called really likes.
No.
Yeah, they removed the what's it called? What's that off-road vehicle thing that you have to take to Benny's called? I forgot. It's the one that DSI really likes. I forgot what it's called. It's like the muscle car that turns into like into something else. But that also got removed as well. But
It's alright. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. That was cool.
yeah, it's like a. TSI was like just telling me to like copy one of my old jobs and just start building fresh on it, and so I actually like took his advice, and so I'm able to bring a car back from the deck, which is awesome.
I seen that. Yeah. Whoa, that was cool.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Oh, don't worry, it's all good. Yeah, yeah. We have spoken before, like. I don't know, I think we were like both pretty drunk or something like a while ago. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, does he still play GTA anymore? Yeah. Yeah, he's old school G Triple C. Massacre. I'm not sure who that is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah. So I just like forget everyone's like previous names and stuff. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I remember you were Massacre once upon a time. Like, yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I never thought you. Ha 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 ha.
Wasn't catching it.
Yeah, I always thought your stunts were great. Like I've hosted them like loads of times. Like well, every time I host them, I always comment on jobs and stuff. So you know, yeah, I always try to like host so many different types of creators. Like I'm like involved in all like these realistic like type racing crews and the stuff that you guys do, and there's other people who do stuff like mine and all the rest of it, and it's just like I can't get enough. Like I'm seriously into the stuff that people come up with. I'm not really sort of in one style, like in a sense, but I think it's like super trucks and is probably like the best thing I make, like if on in all honesty,
Ah, I was looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, thanks, man. No, I'm from Wales. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, probably a little bit more well spoken than the other Welsh guy on the game. The language. Well, proper Welsh is the Welsh language, and I can't really speak that. I know like the odd, I know the odd, I know the odd like little like,
Ah,
I know the odd little, I know the odd like a couple of words and stuff, but like South Wales generally doesn't really speak Welsh, even though like some people do. Um, but like, where like he even though Reese is from South Wales, he's from a different part of South Wales. Yeah, and it's just like a totally different dialect entirely. Yeah.
damn it.
Uh, Yeah, that's what I was talking to you. That's what I was talking to you about. Itchy the other day. um,
Oh.
uh, yeah, but I mean, like ultimately, like you know, the Welsh people were like the original Britons, and and then I believe Welsh people predate them. I'm not entirely too sure, like off the top of my head, so I don't want to make an error on my history facts. But yeah, once upon a time,
Oh.
in
Nanou.
in the age of like the Druids and stuff like that, it was like classed as like the original Britons who were Welsh, and then the uh, and then the Anglo-Saxons came over, and then the Anglo-Saxons called it Angland. Yeah, so it's yeah, Anglish, so it was England, and then that became England, and
Damn it.
but you
Same
know,
guy got me
also
too. We're
like
winning though.
Wales is sorry, England as well has a huge Celtic population in as well, so it's not all like you know like Anglo-Saxon based as well. So yeah, um, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of like just
Winner, winner, chicken
like
dinner.
the like Wales is so like diverse in the dialect and things like that. You know, it's uh,
Ugh. It's so funny how things came about. I know that. I was telling him earlier.
That's no problem, no problem. Yeah, I'm super into it as well, but it's just one of those things where I kind of don't want to go. Well, I can do, but like you know, it's just super deep into history, like you know, yeah,
This is one of my favorite Doom vs. Ramp buggies. Well, we had to get this going. I know.
so I hear Deutschland is potentially legalizing or decriminalizing cannabis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So is it a trial? So how?
Can't believe how dirty everybody's driving. Usually it's not this dirty.
To be honest, to be honest,
Here we
yeah, I
go.
mean, well, to be honest, the police don't really the police don't really care about it like down where I'm from anyway. Like, I mean, I walk past people that smoke it like quite blatantly. But like for me personally, um, like I can't smoke anymore. I can't drink anymore. I can't do mushrooms anymore. I can't. Well, no, no. Yeah. So you know, I used to like party and stuff like that. Uh, so 35. Um, but like you know,
34.
how old are you? How old are you? Oh, well, same generation. Um, but but so basically like what happened for me is I basically like got hit by a car on my bike and had like a traumatic brain injury, and like theoretically my brain is still healing at the moment, and I got to take like medication for my brain to heal, and I feel that it's like anti like seizure medication. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what it is, but it's like if you party when you're taking it. But like I'm doing like good and stuff like that. To be honest, so I've got to take it because the reason why I've got to take it is as a precaution, but I haven't had a seizure or anything like that, so I don't even know why I'm kind of taking it, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, I guess I'm probably gonna just like have a little bit of fun next month. Um, but yeah, but so about cannabis in like Deutschland, like I think it is like a a good thing that Deutschland. Well, I believe it needs to be called the correct name. Out of respect. Um, but yeah, I believe like it is a good move on behalf of Germany. I think it's the right thing to do. It's like the cannabis like being like illegal is just so ridiculous. And
See you later.
yeah, right. Alabama. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, the Vatican.
Get up there.
Yeah, yeah. So from my understanding, so in the UK, the
No dude and I dropped a light.
What's up, Ford? Thanks for the
which
light, man. Sorry.
So
Whoa!
basically, so the concept is this, that the idea that you can make a substance illegal was passed in the late 60s, early 70s, I believe, in the UK. But the idea was like this, it's like, you know, people were taking psychedelics in like the 60s. The first psychedelic experience, LSD in the West, was by Dr. Hoffman, who had the famous bike ride where he created LSD and didn't realize. And then that eventually made it into a counterculture movement. And therefore, you know, it's like, hey, this drug doesn't make us want to fight your wars and, you know, take part in your, like, yeah, of course I do, yeah. And I just wanted to say, and I just, they had amphetamines as well, and the painter had amphetamines as well, and you can see the clear. So, from what I understand is that the paint, yes, yeah. So the painter, yeah. So the painter, you know who I'm on about now, don't you? When I say the painter, like he was on amphetamines. Yeah, so he was taking amphetamines and had all these like he was clearly what we call tweaking in all the footage, which like pretty much described his erratic behavior, and the rest was basically history. Um, but I don't. Well, I mean, I don't think the SS were on LSD though, but they would.
Hola KL crowd.
Hey,
Yeah,
Nanou,
well,
thanks for
by
the
all
light.
means. But I know that they were taking
What's
drugs
going
though.
on?
I don't think it was LSD though, but I believe it was
Thanks
amphetamines
for hosting this. It's really fun.
and like cocaine and stuff.
Yeah. Somebody say drugs?
And
I want some.
and it was like the idea was like and the idea was
Yeah,
like,
you're
you know,
right.
if you take this thing, it will just make you just stay up for like days on end, and you'll be able to be like efficient and things like that. And a certain painter decided that he was also going to take part and kind of went crazy, you know, before a certain event. And, you know, I'm being very careful with what I'm saying here because, you know,
Yeah.
and
You
the only
guys aren't
thing that I
sharing
would
your
say as well.
voices anyway, so.
And the only thing I would say as well, their flag isn't the NASCAR flag as well. They look totally different as well.
You know what I made this for? Vod's birthday. It's from Vod's birthday.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can only really speak to you in like but I'm not. Well, I'm not English though. That's the thing. I'm Welsh. You know, it's
Yeah, you gotta
you
explain it
know,
to him.
yes, yeah. So Wales is like an independent. Wales is an independent,
It's
like a
open. You can
separate
pick
country
whatever.
within the UK, and unfortunately, we're you know sort of part of United Kingdom. Uh, you know, but you know, I was like nothing against English people or like whatever, like you know, but I don't know. It's just I think there's something like Wales is like a unique country compared to a lot of places, and it's a lot more like an ancient country, and you know it's just you know. And Scotland is different again. Like Scotland's got its own Scotland's got its own like kind of you know culture that's entirely different. Like depending on where you go in Scotland as well. Um,
You doing a Yelp review?
the worst type.
There's one on the ground too.
No, no.
You trying to play music or something? Whoa! The S95 just takes off on this one. I hear it. When you're in the oppressor, if you hold down R1, it'll go a little bit faster. I've heard of it. I don't think I've...
Yeah. Yeah. Christopher
Where's,
Lee, right? Is he Scottish? I'm not too sure. What about, what was the James Bond? Not Roger Moore.
Oh, you're thinking of,
he was fucking cool as fuck.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Like, he's probably my...
Oh, yeah. Who's that guy that plays Venom? Is he Scottish? Where's he from? The guy that plays Venom? I think he's from Europe. I'm not sure where. Yeah. Tom Hardy. Damn it.
Is he Scottish?
I don't think so. I don't know. Quit being racist. Jesus. No! Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh god.
Yeah.
No comment.
Sure. You're one of the good ones. Yeah, but they'll still hear about it. They'll just be listening to a podcast instead of reading a book.
That's what, you know...
Oral history has been around for a long time. I don't think it's ever going to go away.
But, you know, there's... I mean, like, I agree with you entirely. You know, I agree with you entirely, right? Like, you know, so I think the way that you think about the subject, but ultimately there's a difference between living history, so people who were around in that time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then
Yeah.
people that are no longer around.
Yeah, they're so far removed from it.
You know, so how long ago? So how? Yeah, but you know, I mean, like, how old would the oldest Wehrmacht soldier have been? A bit? how old if you were involved in the 1939 campaign? If you were 18 and in the German army. Yeah, but how old would you have to be if you so if you so if you so if you were 18 in 1939 and involved in that war, like you'd be 100 now, you know. So they're just going to be, it'll be lost to the textbooks of history, and eventually the young kids won't give a shit anymore because, as you say, they're more
Well, that's the
interested in their iPhones than they are actually what happened and stuff.
well, they're just enjoying their youth. They'll get to the history eventually. Yeah, it's not all bad. It's just it gets a really bad rap. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, you can't look too negatively on it. Otherwise, you just get too bogged down to do anything about it. No!
But the thing is, as I've been saying though, like the thing is that lived history is more emotive than like historical events where no one is alive to experience them, right? Because eventually people will just not forget them, but they become um, less kind of talked about and um, well, the Napoleonic Wars, the French Revolution, the English Civil War.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Um, Go ahead.
No, you.
So the English Civil War was um, no, I learned it. I learned it in my own time, basically. Um, yeah, I So I was, but I've got ADHD kind of traits, so it's like I never really learned in a classroom. So I never really like learned in the classroom, right? So like I was more interested in looking out the window, but like all these things that yeah. But so essentially, the English Civil War was the basically the idea um, that so we have Parliament, right? So once upon a time, the king had like
Oh,
divine right to rule, right?
Yo.
And then Parliament
what's
were
up,
like
Empire? How you doing,
basically
man?
like, no, you don't. And then they were like, hey, we're gonna like, and the king basically went into Parliament to say, hey, like we're gonna like suspend this. And someone called Oliver Cromwell stood up and was like, hey, we're like not gonna
La
have this
douche.
shit anymore. And basically enforced like
How do I join?
Protestant
Um,
idealism
join on my
over,
name.
and yeah,
Send me a friend request.
there's a bit more to it than that, but yeah, I'm the first king. I gotta be honest, I gotta be honest, I don't really know, to be honest. Um, so the first one that I consider, and the only one I consider, is Owen Glyndŵr. That was Welsh, the true Welsh royalty that no longer exists. Like I don't accept any English monarchists, and they have no legitimacy to me at all. Um, yeah, I don't accept any kind of English monarchs at all. um, but yeah, but in terms of the question that you were asking, I don't really know. Like, and to be honest with you, like it probably goes back for like thousands and thousands of years, right? Like, you know, or how far does it go back? 300 years. The sexy things. I didn't. No, but
Give me 1 second, Empire. I'm
it's
trying to get to
thousands of
you.
years old, man. Like, you know, I, the brutes.
Add me to joystick 420 on PSN.
Oh, there we go. I
Yeah.
see you. Now you
talk
should be
about
able to
the
join on
mayor.
me.
What about fishy shitnack?
Fishy Shicknack.
Yeah, this job looks awesome, man. I'm gonna have to. I'm glad I missed it, man, but I'm gonna have to rehost this sometime. So I really enjoy this job of yours, dude. It looks awesome in the snow as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we did it in on a Christmas list, so I always really liked and was nostalgic for the snow version of it. So once we had the ability to use the snow, that's what I instantly thought of as this track. It's gonna be permanently in the snow from now on.
Yeah, it just makes sense to me. To be honest with you, I'm only really like considering just posting in snow, creating in snow from now on, because it's something I always wanted to do, and now we can do it. I might as well just expand my
Yeah, it just adds a
ideas.
little bit of extra difficulty with the traction level. We did one yesterday, or the other day, that was really good. It was like a snow slope type thing, and it was in the snow, and if you overcooked it, you're going right into a mountain, you're just gonna fly up in the air. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, really enjoy the snow, like on Create. I'm so glad they brought it on. I'm really surprised there's not just random snow, like maybe like 4 times a month
Appreciate the absoluting face.
No problem, man.
or just like you know, I kind of hope that like on the next GTA that there'll be like an area that will like legit have snow on it, you know.
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be
be a
pretty cool.
dream come true.
You know what would be cool is if they had it like Red Dead, where it's like part of the map it's snowing, and then other parts of the map it's not snowing.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if like all these games are ultimately a test for GTA 6, and that's probably what they'll be doing. Um, and other things I was thinking of as well. So, for example, like you know, like the Nürburgring,
Yep.
um, and like a phenomenon happens on the Nürburgring, which is basically it could be raining and wet on one end and dry on the other. So like you'll like the drivers will like say select like soft tires or whatever, just for like the dry bits. But then like when you hit like the wet bits, you're in trouble. And it's because it's so big. And I was like, that would be kind of cool if that was like a phenomenon that would happen on this game. You know, where it's like just so big, like you know, you would be like in you know, you need like the scale, um, and the weather is like realistic, you know. Because it's like in real life, it's like, you know, you could walk a mile and one end of town is dry, and then the other end of town is just completely wet, and like that just happens, you know, because clouds are like actually moving and shit. Um, but yeah, that'd be awesome to see that one day. Yeah, I think we've got one last job, and then I'll be right over. I'll come and join the list you guys are in. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta put a rubber band on the stick or something.
Or you can just turn your controller upside down. That's what I normally just do, and just have it like in a such a way. The
Yeah, that
rubber
works too.
banding like works. Oh, nice. Yeah, so Ford Powers is just doing his last job, and then I'll come and join you guys. I'm
Cool,
gutted I
man.
missed the list though, man. Like, just so typical.
No, it's all right. We're only halfway through it. You're gonna catch the second half.
In all fairness to Ford Powers, like he's been like straight on it. Like you know, he's got his list like pretty much completed in less than 2 hours. So like, props for
Are you sharing your voice?
that.
Yeah,
what
just
he
go to
what
the three little
song?
dots on the party, and then I think you could change it in the settings in there. Hey, you probably should be good then. If it's not allowed, you're not in on all.
Okay.
Just send him a link and he can listen to it. Oh crap! I was gonna send Empire an ad or an invite. I want the. I'll go with this one.
No, I can't hear anything. No. I can hear both of you guys perfectly on the mic, but I can't hear anything in the background.
Ah! I wasn't ready. Let's do that again.
No, no, not at all.
Take that, Katie.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Damn it, she got me back. Ah!
I know who
Oh,
that is.
dang it. Ah, shit. No, Nanou.
Yeah, it's the streets.
Oh,
I don't know the.
those spawn points suck
I
so
know.
bad.
I
Take that.
Yeah, I know the streets. I don't know that particular song, but I know who the streets are. Like the guys are missable. Like,
Oh.
yeah, they played Cardiff, like where I'm from, quite recently.
Oh.
And they've reformed, I think, from my understanding. Ah, okay. Well, they
There needs
were
to be
like
a
a
hole
group
right
like
there.
a while back.
Yes, got one. It's on a losing streak. Oh, what? Dang it. Got third parties. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, they're classic. They're like old school, like yeah, good music. You should check odds. I can't remember what they're called, but there's like a band that kind of does the same style. You should search a
Oh,
song called Job Seeker.
oh, I finally got him.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find what they're called. Sleaford mods. Search Sleaford mods.
I like this
It's like
deathmatch.
basically the same style. No, oh, I don't know. It's down to itchy.
And if you can hear me, turn customs off. No, not you. I'm talking to Nanou through my stream. I'll send a message to her on.
I'm glad you like it though. Anyway, but this fucking just hilarious band, like.
Whoa! I don't think I've ever seen a pile up this big.
Anyway, I'm just spectating you guys now. Anyway, Forbes list is over.
Did
Thanks
you get in
Ford if you're
okay?
listening. Oh, this looks intense. Itch. Oh yeah, this is your
Jumbling
reproduction, right?
Junes. Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome, man. Like, fair play for you for making this. Like,
Well, I
we
wanted to
got
do
the
some
song in the
different stuff with it,
background
and I
as well.
figured I have to do like something like the original just to get the concept, and then I did other stuff that was sort of riffing on it that was making it different. This is more like the one to one. The stairs on this one are a little less steep though.
How many props is this?
Not very many. I just did one tier and then I just templated it and spammed it like 5 or 6 times.
Because I wonder. So I wonder if you could have like.
It's like
four,
stairs. Like I just did one step and then I just copied the step. Yeah.
So I wonder if you could have like, you know, like maybe like 3 sections facing each other or something like that, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I don't see why
So,
not. That would be pretty cool. Have you played Jumbling Junes? Have you played Jumbling Junes? Oh, okay. Well, it's a dune race with like. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. No, I was kidding. Yeah, you can play. Go it. Do it. DJ Shizadoosh.
I know this song. I know this. First Twisted Sister.
Just put him into the wall.
This band were on like the original GTA, San Andreas, I think, or something, or Vice City. Once upon a time. Yeah, fair play. That is a really nice recreation, man.
This race is filthy. They're like putting each other in the wall back there. There's... You might have. I didn't hear anything for a couple of minutes there. What's up, Squinty? Yay, we're on the last lap. Let's get it. Let's go. See if I can get an extra position here. Yeah, Rodeo by Juvenile. Rodeo. By Juvenile. I'll send it to. Juvenile. I think that's how you spell it. Yep. Yeah. A little bit. No. I'm not a huge fan of Eminem. I like some of his stuff though. I like him. I'm just not. I wouldn't say I was a fan though. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. He's talking about girls dancing pretty much.
Stunt days, interesting.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. I made it after Robin's mix when Nanou did the mix creator for Robin. Uh, I don't know how I can explain it. I just like it. It's got a nice flow to it. No, I'm from California. Yep. I think you're thinking of Jeff Bob. Jeff Bob's from Detroit, I think. Well, it's kind of like skateboarding or any of those things where it's like you gotta go to one thing to the next. Uh, I mean, I'm not saying it's exactly like that. Little Wayne skateboards. Little Wayne skateboards. He probably skateboards better than you. Can you drop into a half pipe? Oh yeah, that's cool. Well, Little Wayne raps, and he says that when he raps, it's a lot like skateboarding. You made us listen to some British rap, bro. Like you're gonna criticize Little Wayne now? Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep is pretty cool too. I don't. From Toy Story. From Toy Story.
I actually watched people ride. I actually watched
Tragic.
a vert ramp competition the other day, a BMX vert ramp competition, and fuck me, it was scary as hell. No, it
Not
was in
as
real
much as
life.
it was, I think.
I went to a ski. Yeah, he was a fool though. Anyway, um, I can't remember. Uh, I can't remember what his name was. Rodney Mullen was like the original, like.
Oh yeah. Your mic is distorting a little bit. That's all good. I just figured I'd. They didn't allow him to escape. Yep.
I think Rodney Mullen is like autistic as well, or something like that. And you know, I'm not. So I kind of, yeah, grew up like, and he's been like one of my idols growing up. And I say that as someone who was a BMXer, you know, sort of. But like I grew up in, yeah, you know, Matt
Oh
Hoffman.
no!
But
Almost
yeah,
didn't
it's
make it.
like I've got autism as well, so it's like maybe not to the extent that oh fuck, I forgot his name. Who was the guy that literally just said his name?
Matt Hoffman.
Rodney Mullen. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
like you know, kind of cool to see that he's still just absolutely killing it. You know, but
He did a TED talk that was
yeah,
pretty interesting.
he's probably like one of the best skaters. Um, you know, he's the granddaddy of skate. And Matt Hoffman created all the tricks on the BMX, and Rodney Mullen created all the tricks. 80s, but back in the 80s. So, so so yeah, so both of them. So I think Rodney Mullen created the tricks in the 70s, in the skateboards, and Tony Hawk. Sorry, Matt Hoffman's created them in like vert competitions in the 80s, because like BMX in the 70s wasn't vert. It was like more like dirt. It was like just like, well, it was considered like bicycle motocross. So they like literally thought that they were gonna like emulate like motocross on like a. Yeah, I tried to drop into a quarter pipe on inline skates like when I was a little kid, and well, it basically broke my not my ankle, like my neck pretty much, and that didn't actually happen, but it was terrifying, like, you know, and I just pretty much just gave up inline skates after that, you know. And then I could never get my head around like a skateboard. Like, even though I do respect skating, I could never really get. I could just never kind of get my head around it. Whereas, like, go to a skate park on a BMX made more sense to me. Um, Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Damn.
I remember like when I was a kid, so there was like a quarter pipe and then there was like a war ride next to it, and both these ramps had like decks, and I like jumped, I tried to transfer it onto like the war ride deck. Well, basically it was like, so basically like a stepper, and I tried to like get onto the top of it, and I remember like I landed, and the bottom bracket, so like the crank cart just basically just like stalled. I remember just like falling back, and I fell back. I fell, I fell, like I fell like down the wall ride. Well, it was just like, but it, but it was just like, it's like I tried to like jump like on top of it, so it was like I made it like past the wall ride to like the flat bit that you can walk on, and so I guess it was like probably about like 4 or 5 foot like gap, and I basically just like fell like back down. I fell back down it, and like I just like. But the thing is, it was like I fell onto like the flat bank, and
Bussin'.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Based on that, yeah, someone that was on Tony Hawk's too. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't like for them, but it was like it was fucking massive, and I just like basically just like
Yeah.
so yeah. Yeah, so I took off on this 5 foot quarter pipe to get to like maybe I'm gonna assume it was like 11 foot like on top of the wall ride, and like I just like
Go over, go over. No.
and I just remember like just I remember like just falling back, and then I fell onto like the flat bank, so I didn't land on like flat, so there was like a bit of like a deflection. And then I just remember like just shaking it off and just standing up, and then I just like cleared it on the second go,
Check it out.
and like and it was just like
Rub some dirt on it. It's alright.
it was like seriously like like serious dangerous.
Carry on.
Like like when you're a kid, like you can kind of have tolerance to like body slams and pain than you are now, and it's like if I was to attempt to do that now, like dude, I'd be like fucking like on the sofa for like weeks and shit, and that's just like And one of my mates just tried to get me back into like that type of riding, and as tempting as I am, it's like BMXs. So like, but it was like 20-year-old, like it was like 20 years ago now, man. Like um, and I mean, like it was. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just like and then I got into like mountain bikes then, and there was like basically like a hybrid between like a mountain bike and like a BMX, and then I got into them, and then it was like and then it was like, I just kind of like, and then I basically just like got a girlfriend, and I got a girlfriend and just kind of like just gave up riding, and then I got back into it like in my early 20s, and
That was awesome.
and then and then just kind of like, like did the things that I always wanted to do, like bank the wall out of a quarter pipe and like things like that. I got like videos of it, man. Like I can I can send it to you. It's on my Instagram. If you're on Instagram, have you ever seen a Nature come up? Nature is me. Yeah, that's
What
me.
was that?
And you can
Fun
just
layer
like go on
out.
there, and it's one of the videos on there. And then I basically just like kind of just like just like kind of like just had a word with myself, being like, yeah, this is fucking dangerous. Like, it is dangerous. Like, there's no two ways about it. And you know,
I'm trying to spin
but
people.
yeah, kerfuffle nature is me, man. Yeah. But yeah, if you add me on Instagram, you can just like just have a look at it, man. Like I'll add anyone. Like I got a private profile just because of like work and shit. But like I guess I don't even really work anymore now because of my accident. But um yeah yeah, there's the video of me doing uh, jumping out of a quarter pipe onto a wall and back into the
That
quarter
was
pipe.
awesome.
And it is pretty fucking sick, like, I know about Switch. So basically, so like, what the idea is, so basically, the idea of like regular and Switch is, and Goofy, yeah, so, in BMX terms, like, so it's like something to do with like the brain, so I'll talk about it from a BMX perspective. So if I'm left foot forward, when I leave the quarter pipe, if I leave the quarter pipe on a BMX, I'll be stronger turning to the right than I'll be turning to the left. And like with my foot tricks, so if I do like a foot plant, I'll do a foot plant, and I'll be stronger if I put my foot like boot on the wall. Oh yeah, so but ultimately so ultimately it's the same principle. So I would be goofy on a skateboard, right? So regular would be, I guess your body would be facing the right and the left, and regular would be facing the left. Also, obviously, I don't like skate, so I'm like trying to like work it out. But like ultimately, there's always going to be like a way, and you're going to be like more comfortable in
Yep.
in turning.
Give me 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So hold it for a second. You hold it, not me.
Yeah. You might have to remind me. Yeah, yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, it's, so it's like I've always been interested in like why that is and what is it in the brain that causes that phenomenon. What is but it's all I don't know who is the greatest skateboarder.
Damn, that was weird.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Bob Burnquist. Like I don't know. Like, Taz Papa and Ben Papa. Taz Papa and Ben Papa from Australia.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna
I
have to
don't
change
know.
it if
I don't
people are
know.
gonna
It's hard to
camp it
say,
like
man.
that.
Like, again, like, I'm not really a skater, so it's like even though I'm familiar with it, I'm not like, but go ahead, tell me. Sorry, who? Yeah, can say I've never heard of that person. But this thing about like turning as well, it's like, have you ever heard of the concept that like certain like professional drivers, they professional drivers, will like be better at turning like left turns and right turns, if that makes any sense, and like more
Good one.
people like the reason why like NASCAR drivers say bank to the left is like the majority of the drivers like turn to the to they're basically the majority of drivers can turn to the right, and you could be like a professional NASCAR driver and not even realize that you're basically just driving opposite like the whole time. And like that is like a real phenomenon that like that happens, and like things like skateboarding and BMXing and inline skating and extreme sports in general exposes that, and it's something within our brain.
Yeah, I got
I
one.
mean, I used to know people in BMX back in the day that could spin like better to the left and the right, and they would always be better in like at something, but they could do both. And like I used to push myself when I was BMXing to like do things what they used to call opposite. So like I would like start like trying to do like wall rides opposite and wall taps opposite and like things like that, and you know, I don't know. The one thing that truly scared me was airing quarter pipes. Like that was, I did it a couple of times, and
What?
I've aired
Dude,
quarter pipes.
seriously?
I've aired quarter pipes like a couple of times in my life, and I was just like, this is too frightening. Like, you know, I'm done. Like, you know, it's like but but there's but to me, like, you know, I mean it's cool that you can do that, but like the one thing for me, it's like so the way that I look at it is this: it's like on like say so when on like a jump, right? I'm okay. So the typical thing that I make on super trucks, right? My trophy truck stuff, right? Every jump has a takeoff and a landing, right? Like, and that comes directly from. Do you know? Do you know? But you know, but that is a thing. Like, you know, and that comes exactly from my BMXing world, right? So you take off and you're jumping forward, right? And you have a landing. Yeah. So that's where if you play my jobs, which I know you have done, over the years, but then like that comes from exactly my childhood, right? But the idea of hitting a quarter pipe and landing in the same spot that you've taken off at, that is so frightening. Like, my brain can't comprehend that. Like, I've done it, but I just, go ahead, sorry. Alley-oop. But but it's just so, like, it's so frightening.
Alien thumbs up.
What's up, Hog? Thanks for the like, man.
But alley-oop would be so if you're like jumping to the left and then you're spinning to the right. But yeah, but like, you know, there's like something so
Oh,
frightening
shit.
about taking off at on a ramp that you land into. That is terrifying.
I hope I didn't just respond to Manor Street.
Yeah, just fakey. I guess
Okay,
it would
thank
be
God.
called the same thing. It is the same thing, like essentially, yeah. Oh, nice. What speedway is this?
This is
Richie?
Coors Light Roval.
Oh, nice. Is this the last job, Itchy, as well?
I am not sure. I think there might be one more. I think this is 12 or 13.
Yeah, add me on Instagram, Stone. Add me on Instagram. Like, you're bound to see my name come up, right? Cacophinator. But I wasn't going to use my real name or... Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, though, add... Yeah, this is such a nice creation, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. What?
Yeah, I think like originally, like back in the day, I was just kind of like, I met Itchy like in a, like I think I was invited, he invited me to like one of his maps.
I think you've
No.
mentioned it before. You shy's a douche. I'm gonna get her. You better run, Nanou.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna do it for Dale.
Yeah, these realistic style ovals are not easy to make.
I almost got her.
Yeah, these realistic
No!
ovals are not easy to make, man. Like trying to make like proportional stuff is not easy. Yeah, making like the realistic, making anything realistic is so hard to do. This is like Daytona, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is sort of like Daytona, right? In a sense. But again, like, you know, I wouldn't be able to make anything like this. My head just doesn't kind of work that way, like, you know, and, you know, I've got like massive respect for people that can make like realistic like proportions and stuff, you know. So hard to do, man.
Yeah, we can go through there pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I needed that. Yeah. I usually most of my tracks start off on a piece of paper.
Oh, nuts. Yeah, that really is impressive starting off on like a piece of paper. I mean, like, my brain just doesn't work that way. And again, like I mean that in a complimentary like sense to yourself, like because I think that really is important talent to be able to do that. Like I try to mix everything together, really, to be honest with you. Stunt. Like medium, I would say like just medium difficulty, nothing too hard because I've got some like people in my community who are like just super, um, like they're like super newbie at like stunts and they've never seen a stunt before. So I always kind of like I try and get like for example like Hot Scones, like he's like a Coxie guy and all these and it's like the idea of like stunts is like an alien concept to a lot of these people. So um and I mean like when I want to I can do some like barges and stuff like that, but but it's just like if I haven't practiced, if I haven't warmed up to doing it, then I kind of suck and stuff. And you know yeah, yeah, the old school dude. Y- y- that was before I was creating these were like the proper like old school guys, weren't it? No. I Who was the GCCC leader when you started with GCCC then? Because this is an easy way to gauge this kind of competition. So when I started, it was Geo. Geo was the GCCC like crew leader, and he. And this was like about 2019 or something like that. Um, and then it just like became like too much for him and stuff like that. And like he still like comes back and stuff like that, which is cool. Yeah, yeah, fair play. But like the old school GCCC people, like just basically don't play the game at all, and I find that really fascinating, and there's still some people about, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Um, and there's that thing like the BMXing as well, and like some people got really good at like BMXing on this game, and like there was like intense like the intense like BMX stunts, and that was just like you know just like ridiculously hard. Um, no, I've never like it's not really my universe to be honest. Even though I enjoy I know exactly what you're referring to, and I enjoy those type races and I host them, but it's just not something that I really create. To be honest with you, um, like to be honest with you, the way that I look at it is I generally stay away from like supercars. Um, However, there is an exception, like so I'll have them in like some of my like hot rings and stuff like that, but um, I would love to. Ultimately, so the way I look at it is the hardest things you can possibly do on Creator, period, is, and I'm not including like glitches and that type of stuff, or modding or anything like that. But making GPs and making stunts is the hardest things that you will be able to do. And they're so I imagine a long fucking time. Ah, cool. A lot. Some of it, some
Yeah,
of the
I didn't want to say
testing. Like for
anything.
me, like for me, when I'm creating anything, it's the testing, and I test vigorously, and I keep on testing it, and then I'll start testing it with the custom vehicles, and then I'll change it, and then so on and so on. And it just like and like it's like the people that can create a job in like a day and stuff, like more power to them. I mean, but like but for me, so the thing I created called Celtic Thrust,
You son of a bitch.
the, yeah, the as in like they based on the metal band. Um,
I swear, man, nobody knows how to use their brakes. This is
that
not going the
that
right
took
way.
me about a month to make, and I had to relearn Creator because I forgot everything. Um, Everything. I forgot everything. I didn't even know what my name was, and I didn't know what my name was. You
I
know,
don't know what we're
I
clapping to.
I didn't know what I didn't know what my name was. Like I didn't know what year it was. And then it was like, and then I just didn't know anything. And are you aware of what actually happened to me, by the way? So, in May, a car hit me, and I had like basically
That was
I had,
you sounded pretty good. That was the best one so far. Chills,
and
chills.
and then
You gave me chills.
I was basically like in a, I was like, like,
The
like
shivery timbers.
basically like, I like a, like I nearly died and stuff, like, you know, and then I survived, and then I came back, and then I was like, I tried to like, so I just basically I was in a coma for 12 days, and 12 days, and then I just came back, and I didn't really know who, um, like the local hospital, and uh, and then and then I came back, and then I did in Cardiff, and then basically the point was is that I didn't know like how to create, so I had to reteach myself how to create, and like how not a heart attack, but I just like I and like if in in my opinion, like my best job, um, I had to learn everything from scratch, and I was like, I'm so proud of that job. And that took like a month, and I'm been building a new thing, and that's been probably
Ooh.
about. I feel fine. I feel fine. Like, you know, honestly, I feel great. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Franz, you got it.
Anyway, awesome lifts, itch.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's a conversation for another time. I'll have it with you sometime, Stone. But yeah, it's all good, man. No worries, man. I'll tell you more, like, you know, when the stream's off, I'll just I'll tell you a bit more about it. But it's no rush. But so how to like basically like relearn like everything. I relearned everything, and then it was just like a kind of, and it was like what I do remember about creating before the whole thing was how hard it was. Say that again. Oh
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do it now.
But I just kind of like for me personally, I just kind of like I'm in this